And we'll go ahead and get started with a brief recap. So, last time in the campaign, the Isle of Forgotten Flame, y'all's party had arrived at a abandoned tower, previously abandoned tower, deep within the forest of the fiefdoms in the central part of Leflin. You were coming here on a request from the head of the merchant and mercantilism and banking guild, Hugo Caesar Maximilian McCullough III, the illustrious inventor of the banking stone system and self-proclaimed wealthiest man alive. You were also greeted by his fairly advanced in age elven butler named Klotz. After some brief discussions with them, learning that you could take whatever items you wish, you each grabbed your items that you thought would benefit you the best, and you headed deep within this labyrinth. After a few hard hours of fighting, eventually y'all came out onto the 10th level and were able to pull the lever and return the tower back to its previous state. As a reminder, the reason Hugo bought the tower was he wanted to use it as sort of a headquarters for essentially like a Bitcoining mining operation, but a little bit more physical. He was allowing the portals that had been shut off on the levels to randomly teleport items, gold, things like that, into the tower, and then he was going to collect them and use them to increase his wealth. However, that kind of failed, and it ended up letting in a lot of monsters, and it got a little bit out of control. So that's where y'all were hired, but y'all ended up saving the day. As a reminder, y'all have a lot of gold to spend, so we won't role play all the specifics, but I will ask in a second what each of you have purchased from the two options. You can either purchase from the guild, from Lower Dane, or from Hugo and Klotz. It's irrelevant in the grand scheme of things, but by the way, that's just FYI, you could use your store credit if you had any. The current mission that y'all have accepted is to head into the Underdark and reclaim the Arm of Winter, some type of artifact that is apparently going to be relatively important in the upcoming war with the Chul'Danag. You don't have a lot of specifics, but you are going to meet an informant deep within the Underdark who will be able to bring to light some of the information that you need, and you'll from there be able to head into the city of Naird and deep into a labyrinth to reclaim this relic, this artifact. If nobody has any questions at the moment, all of you are within the tower, the abandoned tower, and you have multiple days, if you wish, to purchase items, rest, recover, attune to things. So I'll ask each of you to just verbally tell the group what you bought, so everyone's kind of aware of what y'all have packing. Start with Cody.
I got a Staff of Defense, a Far Realm Shard, a Wand of Magic Missiles, and a Stone of Leadership.
Nice. Orgrim?
I just picked up the Dwarven Plate and then a +1 shield.
Adelan?
I picked up a Ring of Protection, Charm Person spell, Enlarge Reduce, Knock, Phantasmal Force, Blink, Fly, Gaseous Form, Haste, Charm Monster, Polymorph, Phantasmal Killer, Wall of Fire, Hold Monster, Synaptic Static, Wall of Stone, Rary's Telepathic Bond, Animate Objects, Summon Greater Demon, and Sickening Radiance.
Just a few items.
Just a few things.
How many days do you think that's going to take, Chris, to put all those in?
It came out to a couple days.
Yeah. like around the clock.
Yeah.
And then Ilaria.
Rope of Entanglement, Cape of the Montabunk, Ring of Protection, Sword, and the Carpet of Flying, thanks to Aslan. So he really bought that. So.
Were you my friend?
As a reminder, this will be, I will call it the last opportunity to really sell and buy goods of magical importance. So if there's anything that y'all think you don't want, this is your opportunity to sell it. So just think about that a little bit. Otherwise, we'll say that Laura will ask you to gather into a room, and she will start the briefing. Well, y'all have done just a fantastic job in getting this here dungeon here all nice and cleared up. We worked it over with Mr. Hugo here, and he stated that your reward has been received, and that you've all spent your monies where you wish to spend it. And if everybody's ready, just an hour or so, we'll be heading into that magical portal down there. Make sure you're ready, and if you don't have dark vision, well, you better get it. Hey, Olgrim. I don't know. Do you have it, Olgrim? I forget.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
Hey, Aglan, whatever the hell your name is these days. While we was
Yippers.
on one of them floors, I found a ring. You mind looking into it and tell me what you see from it?
Yeah.
All right, so I cast a proper spell.
You ain't got to cast, it's a ritual, but yes.
Yeah, I'm ritualizing the spell. Is it detect magic? Is the one?
No, it's identify.
Okay, I'm using identify.
So this is the ring that y'all had grabbed while within the dungeon, correct?
Yeah, you said it's something about abjuration. Is all I
Yes.
got.
Yep. Let me scroll on up. My notes here. Yeah, this ring functions very similar to how the rings that were given to y'all by Hugo and Klotz, which would allow you to teleport back up to the top. It appears to be just a much older model, and honestly, it's damn near useless unless you are within this tower itself.
Yep.
Looks pretty, though.
Still, I guess it's a pretty ring then, Alan, if you want to keep it.
Nah, you keep it.
Is it sellable to him?
It might be, but why not keep it as a little keepsake?
Yeah, for all you know, we have to get back up through here, so.
Right.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe you're all dead and I gotta sprint in the tower and I'll just smack it when I get to the bottom.
Yelpers. Didn't someone else have something? A sword or something?
Yeah, I think.
Identify.
Yeah, I identify
If
that.
you have time,
I do.
Running a magic identification service over here. Alright, let me see here.
Figure if you have a magic item, you might as well know what it is.
Well, it swings just fine. But yeah, definitely would like to.
Well, I know Capets took the spear or trident thing from that devil.
Sorry. Yeah. Adelan, as you are identifying Olgrim's axe, you recognize through magical means here that there is a crest on the axe. It's very visible to all. This is the crest of the Barrel Breaker family, which is Olgrim's ancestors. The axe itself is a +2 axe, though not under all conditions. And it has a faint aura that indicates it's been in the Underdark for a very long time. On the order of decades, if not hundreds of years.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Hey, Adelaide. A long time ago, before your time, we were fighting some weird cultish people, and they had these potions on them. Not quite sure what they did, but they was popping them, and it seemed like they were making them stronger. I got a bunch of them. You can have 5 if you figure out what the hell they do.
Can I use identify on those potions?
You can always try.
I'm going to try to identify the potions.
These were from the Waste, right? The temple out there.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I'll see if I can get details on it.
You just called them a magical upper.
Yeah.
Can't find them in your notes?
Well, my notes are almost 1,000 pages. So
Ooh.
gotta do a little bit of searching. It'll just take me a second. Anybody got anything else? Yeah, so for the potions, those under the effects of the drugs that they made from the temple itself. So if you remember, they would chisel off bits of the large
Bones.
dead bones, of the creature there, and they would use that, and it would be refined into different types of opioid-esque drugs. Those that were, let's just say, carrying a lot of this drugs in their body at any given time, this potion would give a momentary boost to physical stats and do a little bit of healing at the cost of essentially their lifespan being greatly reduced. Definitely
only work
does
if you're
have
high.
monetary value, but nobody here would be very interested in it in terms of you Hugo and Laura.
I don't think I need these. They're gonna end up just killing me eventually.
We got plenty of life. What's a couple more years off? You'd be alright.
Is it a
I'll
couple,
hold on to them, I
or is
suppose.
it a couple hundred?
Also, Alaria, I don't know where the hell this came from. I physically do. But I don't know. We have a planar ally scroll that looks like only you can use. If you want to hold on to that.
Okay.
Anything else?
Just so we could use that as a break glass in case of emergency kind of thing.
Well, folks, if there's nothing left, let's get packed on up. Hugo, Klotz, thank you very much for your time, and we're glad that we could be of assistance. Thank you for letting us stay a few extra days. We'll be on our way. Yes. Thank you for coming and helping us with this matter. If you ever need anything in the future, Laura, or members of the Ravens Guild, just let us know. We'll be happy to help. Laura packs up her stuff and escorts y'all down to the lowest level of the tower. The rooms look very different now. They look very much normal, similar to what you would find in a normal tower of this size. And eventually y'all reach the bottom. She walks over and pulls a levered book off of a bookcase, and it opens again. The dark obsidian portal, magical darkness that extends off seemingly infinitely. She stands at the entrance. Well, who's first?
I'll lead the way, I guess.
Yeah. Step out.
Art, as you get a kind of a half a foot in there, you can feel a platform. Can't see it. It doesn't feel extremely wide. Take your first couple steps. All of a sudden, it's completely shrouded in magical darkness. Even if you could see, there's no distinguishing features. So you have to trust. You take a couple steps. You hear Laura, maybe 15 feet behind you. You good, Art?
It's still to be seen. Then just
All right.
to be safe, I'm gonna call Ruby and look through her just because since I can't see, I'm gonna try it anyway.
Sure. As it does, you see these like swirly, shadowy type of contrast. You can almost make out the platform you're walking on, but if you focus on it too long, it just sort of fades into the background.
It's a little darker than I expected, and a lot unnerving. But I guess just keep taking steps, trust your feet.
All right. Anybody else enter?
Yeah, I enter.
All of a sudden,
Yep. Follow
pitch
behind.
black. Yeah. Art, Adelan, Laria, Olgrim, each of you step out. You walk 10, 15, 20 feet. Art, you're about 30 feet in when you take a step, and all of a sudden the platform's gone, and you start to fall. you like to do anything, or just let it
Yeah, I'll
go?
cast Feather Fall on myself.
As you do, you gracefully hop off. Each of you can kind of hear the fluttering of wind as you hear something happening. And then Art, you just slowly start to descend.
There's no last step. I don't know where it stops.
Okay, well, I'll take
Can I cast light on Art?
At what level?
It's
Don't you have to see me
cantrip.
to cast light on me?
This is true.
Oh, I can't see. It's magical darkness.
Correct.
Damn it.
Are you still falling?
How far down are you?
Not very. I'm falling very slowly right now.
Yeah, a bit of time goes by. Art, you're probably 100 feet or so down. Haven't hit any bottom.
Okay, I'm gonna take out the carpet of flying. Get on it.
Okay.
Somebody can join me. Somebody else who can't fly. Or fall down.
I mean, crazy. Yeah, you could fly or just fall.
Well, I don't think I want to fall that far, so I'll probably cast fly. I cast fly, and I glide down the hole with them.
Sure. So Olgrim and Ilaria on the carpet, I'll assume.
Yes.
So each of you start to fly down. Art, you get passed up pretty quickly by the rest of them. About 400-500 feet. Eventually, the magical darkness slowly begins to shift into just normal darkness. You see vines on the wall, dark, almost charred. And for those familiar with the Underdark, start to feel the unnerving presence of the Phasores, the perpetual miasma that engulfs much of the Underdark.
Yeah.
It's not extremely strong, nothing to be worried, but something to keep in the back of your mind. About 700 feet later, each of you all thunk, 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 land on the ground. Pitch black, not magical, just normal. You can see those darkened, charred-looking vines as they stretch all around the cavern walls. You're within an area that's maybe 100 by 100, and it continues off seemingly infinitely, winding and weaving with stalagmites and stalactites all around. Every once in a while, as y'all begin to walk, you'll start to see bits of purple glow. And as you look over, darkened mushrooms with a type of bioluminescence light up on a periodic schedule like the ticking of a clock. You can smell in the air the smell of spores. And again, for those familiar with the Underdark, nothing to be alarmed at. But when those spores smell change, you know that danger might be near. Laura. All right, guys. Well, now that we're finally down here, we have to make some decisions if we want to travel with light or without light.
How the hell did you get down here in the first place?
Oh, if you just jump off, the magic will take you down to the bottom, no problem.
Bitch.
You couldn't have warned us about this before we started?
I didn't know it. I didn't know either. I just jumped off.
You just blindly jumped off. That sounds like the wise thing to do.
Well, when I walked in there, y'all were all gone. I assumed it was okay. You know, now that you mention it, not the smartest thing I've done, but hell, I'm here.
With that said, I'm pretty sure we can all see in the dark. So, as long as you can, that is, I have no idea what you can do. But as for the rest of us, I think we're pretty safe to go without light.
Well, I can. It's just that a lot of the creatures down here, the darkness is maybe a little bit of their forte, and sometimes it's better to at least have light readily available at the drop of a hat if you need it.
We definitely have that.
Oh, well, perfect. I'll be in the middle. What's the marching order?
I'm near the
I'm
back.
pretty sure I'm the squishiest. I don't really want to be in the front.
I'm in the back.
I'll take the front.
Do 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 do. All right.
I'm familiar with the Underdark. I'm taking the front.
It's true.
I'll be in the middle somewhere.
I'll be second.
Okay. Do y'all choose to travel at a stealthy pace, or quickly, or normally? If you travel quickly, you will have disadvantage on stealth. If you travel stealthily, quietly, you'll have advantage. And normally, you'll just be normal.
I mean, I'm not normal, but what do you say, Algrim, in your heavy ass armor? I think you're muted.
Yeah, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Yeah, it's because I listened to you. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't say you had to turn it down way down.
I turned it down like 2 notches and then I lost everything. So
Okay. I was just saying that other people
that's
were
why I like my other microphone better, but I can't seem to get it to work with my camera. That's why I usually tried to go without the camera, because I like that mic better, but yeah, I'll have to tinker with it later. But yeah, I can take, whatever you all want, front, back. I mean, I'm not going to be very stealthy, if that's what y'all are trying to get to, though.
Let's just walk normal.
Yeah, like I'm
Yeah.
clanking around in plate. I mean, I can take it off.
Do we have a cover story of why we're coming this way?
Don't take it off.
Well, being I'm from the guild, this could just be sort of an escort mission. Y'all could be escorting me, and you could say that I'm here to pick up some items.
Okay.
For me.
Because we'll probably run into a patrol at some point.
No, I said the patrol's gonna run into us.
That's right.
Lead the way, Kapesk.
As we're walking, since Kapesk is leading the way, Kapesk, give me a survival check, please. And anybody that wishes to be paying attention, please give me a perception check.
I don't see shit. We got a fucking one.
You said survival, right?
Yes.
24.
Okay, so I'm a natural explorer for the Underdark, so survival is a wisdom check related, so my proficiency is doubled.
Absolutely.
So I think It just, instead of for me, it's +8, it goes to +16. That's what it should be.
Well, your proficiency bonus is doubled, so
So
not
it'd be +12.
yes, which is still what is that? 31.
I'm sorry. Where are you seeing the +12 at?
So
Yes,
your
like where
your wisdom modifier is what?
So so looking at my skill page, it says +8 on survival, and then it has it marked
ignore
for
that. So
proficiency.
your proficiency is the bonus, which is up by your armor class, it's kind of on the left.
Okay, that's 4.
Yes, so that number is doubled. 8.
Okay,
And then you have a +4 to wisdom, yes?
+3.
+3. So it would be +11.
Oh, he has a +1 stone or some shit.
Yeah, my stone of luck, or whatever it is.
And that gives you what? What does the stone exactly give you? +1 to saves, checks?
Ability checks and saving throws.
Okay. Yeah, correct. Okay. Yeah, so it would be the 19 plus 12 when you add it all up, which is a 31.
Okay.
Noted. Very big score. Adelan, I see a 24. Holgram, I see a 16. Art, you said it was bad. Ilaria, did you roll a perception?
Yep, it wasn't good.
Okay. Yeah. Noted.
I'm lost thoughts about the Underdark being down.
That's fitting. Seems that Art and Ilaria aren't too happy to be back here. A little bit lost in their thoughts. Meanwhile, Adelan is on high alert as this is a new place for you. Kapesk, you're feeling right at home, buddy. This is exactly how you remembered it.
Perfectly made for a lizard.
Yes, very lizard-esque. You'll travel for about 6 hours or so, and at this point in time, it's time to rest. I will say, given that your survival check was so high, you're able to find a small closed cell cave about 15 feet or so off of the floor within this Underdark cavern. The way to get in there is a little bit difficult. It requires a little bit of squeezing, but after investigating and searching the area, you see that there's no other entrances or exits, and it's a relatively safe place to camp for the night. Does anybody wish to do anything?
I'd like to Lehman's tiny hut inside there.
How many people does it fit?
Everyone, but I will double check.
You have 8, right? You should definitely be good.
Medium size, blah blah blah. I didn't say how many.
Say how big?
9 creatures.
9.
Plenty big. I'd say a little bit tight for sleeping, but it works nonetheless. If anybody wishes to sleep within the hut.
Yep.
Morning comes, everybody has their long rest. There are no issues. Y'all continue on your journey. Same thing. Perception checks if you're searching, and survival check if you're leading.
Nat 20.
What was the command on Roll20 to just roll what I've already rolled?
Push the
Click
up
click in
button.
the chat and then
Up,
hit
okay.
the up arrow.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12.
Oh, God.
Damn.
We're living out here, baby. Welcome to my house.
It's hard to screw y'all over when you roll so well. Eventually, y'all enter out of you exit out of this natural formed set of caverns, and you enter into areas that have been partially forged and shaped by mortal hands. You see evidence of small piles of bones, little bits of flammable material from past campfires as you enter into a relatively large cavern for this type of area. There's an unnaturally formed arch that the pathway leads you right through. And right as y'all are about to go through it, Adelan, you realize there's something up with that arch. Almost like there's a veil of a slightly transparent material that y'all would walk right through.
I tell him that I'm seeing something on that arch. I'm not trans. Can I do? What would I? Can I detect magic?
Would you like to go up to it?
I don't know if I want to go up to it. Oh wait,
Simple
let's ask a
question.
Pesk. Do you know what this is? Since you live down here, there's like a weird thing on the bridge.
Bridges were a dime a dozen usually. Left open here in the Underdark between all the different elves and stuff I was running from. I'm not too familiar with a lot of this magic if it doesn't come from the earth itself, so. Let me see if there's something on the wind. Can I roll for perception?
Sure. I mean, are you getting close to the arch, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit close, but still cautious because since we're down in the Underdark, it says even when you're engaged in other activity while traveling, you remain alert to danger. So
That's correct. How close would you be willing to
no closer than 50 yards, meters, whichever the normal range is done in.
50 feet.
Feet. There we go. Hey, I've been dealing with metric for a while now. 50 feet.
Okay. Pretty far if you're trying to determine anything.
Well, maybe okay. All right then. I see nothing. But my lizard's curiosity is just too high. So now I'm going to go stand 20 feet.
Perfect. Okay.
All right. Perception. Okay.
Oh, actually, there's a map. I'm sitting here moving things on this map like y'all are sitting there looking at it.
I see all. I smell all.
Oh, Yeller. The dog?
Biggie and Blue.
What could they mean?
They're definitely just a bunch of dogs.
Smell? What kind of check was this, Kvesk?
I'm seeing if I hear any. Well, it was a perception
yes.
check.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm seeing if I hear anything, smell anything, taste anything on the wind, see anything.
Yeah, right there, right at that arch. There's something there, some type of a transparent form that covers the archway.
Kind of like a film covering it, or literally like a form of
It's
an
hard to
individual or
tell
something?
how thick it is, but it's not that thick, not that thin. So at least
Okay.
a foot, maybe more.
I'm gonna point it out and let the rest of the group know. Are there any like rocks nearby?
Yeah, plenty.
Okay. You know, whenever I was growing up in the lizard plains and trying to survive in the Underdark, you never knew how far you could go with a simple rock. So I'm gonna take a rock and throw it at it.
I didn't know there were planes in the Underdark.
No, that was the lizard plains up top. Do you want me to roll for anything, or is it just a...
Oh, I'm sorry. What are you trying to do?
I'm throwing a rock at it.
Oh yeah, no. It's a big area. Unless you're trying to throw it especially hard or anything like that. You're just trying to throw it.
Nope, I'm just tossing a rock.
Okay. Pick up a stone in between the sides of a baseball and a golf ball. Something that fits in your claws very comfortably. And you wind up, throw a fastball right down the center of the plate. And as you do, as it comes to this edge, all of a sudden it hits something and its speed slows very, very, very fast. And it just sort of slides and stops. And it's hovering in the air. And in that area, you see some like perturbations. Almost like
Motivations?
I don't know if I'm saying it right. Perturbation.
You are.
Perturbation.
You are.
Okay.
Ripples.
Ripples.
Ah,
Thank you.
Ripples.
Yes.
Okay. People can obviously see this. The people with me.
Yeah. I placed everyone's tokens kind of in, I think, the order y'all said. Y'all feel free to move about if you wish at the moment.
But nothing happened as he actually got close to this thing, just as you go through it. Or
Yeah, so
as
that
the rock
stone
went
is
through it.
still suspended a few feet in the air. Just sitting there.
I am going to send Ruby to fly around to see if there's some people watching us.
Is that area to the left of us lighter, like it is on the map?
Yeah. There are types of lichen, mushrooms. There's a lot of bioluminescence in here. Yes. Yeah, sure. Give me a perception check for Ruby.
Natural 20.
Oh, very nice. As Ruby flies around, she keeps her cool. She sees on the ceiling right here a gelatinous cube. Right here, gelatinous cube. Right here. And right here. As well as right there.
I
With an ant caught
No.
in it? What is
don't
That's-
want to
that's the
alarm
token.
anybody,
Oh,
but that little portal over there is not a portal. It's a giant monster cube, and there are 4 more hanging in the ceilings above us.
Ooh.
that's not good.
So
Each of you kind of look up. You see them start to detach.
Keep going.
Move.
They all fall. Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Hey, hopefully this roll will be better.
30-20.
I'm going to re-roll.
Fuck that, I'm re-rolling.
Different dice, though.
Ugh. $18. That's better.
You said dexterity?
Yes. Everybody keeping the rules?
Must still be off balance after that rock toss.
As a reminder, you'll have your rerolls.
I used mine.
Yep, I use mine.
Go ahead and use it. Find it.
But I changed dice because that dice is
I'll
rolling.
do that.
It's in
Put it in
dice jail.
dice prison.
That works better.
On my perception checks, I'd rolled ones early. So
Yeesh. Adelan 18, Ilaria 21, Olgrim 19. Art, what'd you get?
Dirty 20.
20, and then Capes 14. Keeping that 14, Capes?
Yep. Hey, I'm living or dying.
All right. The gelatinous cubes fall exactly where they are. It's Seb's for this one, which lands right on top of Capesk. At the moment, Capesk, I believe this is the verbiage.
Holy shit.
Lucky you. You take 9 acid damage, and you are considered engulfed. So being engulfed, let's see, where does it say in here?
It says that I can a DC 12, and I rolled a 14.
Yeah, so this is just the verbiage. The exact monster y'all are fighting is got different DCs.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I have my gray ooze talk to this ooze?
I mean, sure.
Help me out, one ooze to another.
Trying to think. I believe,
I'm
yeah,
not
you're
sure. I go-
restrained and you cannot breathe. Yes.
Okay.
And you'll take damage at the start of your turn. So everyone go ahead and roll initiative for me, please.
Fucking cubes. It would be nice if Knox was here.
Literally told me at like 7:30 he'd be a little late. Lies. Lies. Lies.
Maybe he fell asleep.
That would be great. What did you get, Adelan? 14? What I see?
Yep, 14.
One, two, three. Okay. Assuming, not sure if y'all can see the initiative or not. I'll just move it here. Ilaria, you're up.
well, I'm going to like the back. All right, so I'm gonna disengage so I can move back away from it.
Okay.
Here. Okay. Auction. That'll be my turn then.
Ilaria, at this point, I would say just with your passive in perception, you would notice that each of the cubes has a looks like a rope made of gelatin that extends all the way up to the ceiling. So they're still partially attached, it would seem. Yeah, if that would change your turn, just FYI. Forgot to
No, I'm gonna just because I want to be right next to it.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. It is Old Yeller's turn. Those are the yellow ones.
Uh-oh. The DM is named the Oozes.
It's coming from the guy who named his horse. Lacertilia.
But he didn't name his ooze.
Uzi. Little Uzi.
It's a good point. I probably should think of a name for the ooze.
You will take. I'm gonna roll the
Oh,
engulf damage.
Probably gonna die here, so.
Again. You will roll, or you will take this much damage.
It says ooze taking damage too.
No, stop talking.
It's acid damage, so it's caused by this. That's a weird number. 20 acid damage for Kapesk this time.
Oh my god, I'm literally melting.
And then, let's see, what do I have here? That's not very good. Yep, that's all he's going to do. He's just going to sit there and chill. Meanwhile, this guy over here, he's going to go right here.
Wow, they were fast.
Let's see here. Art, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, sir.
I am re-rolling. That is much better. 18 plus 3 is 21.
Very nice. Oof. Art, so from your square, you can pick any square within 5 feet to be pushed to. So I'll let you move real quick. Okay. However, Laura is engulfed, and as a reminder, she is not quite as skilled as y'all, and so she takes some damage here. Again, she takes, it's not bad, 7 acid damage. Looks to put her about half health or so. Art, you're up.
I don't. Let's see if I have this. I don't have anything I can do for her. I am going to just shoot the yellow ooze in front of me twice.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit
Yes.
and a 16.
Yes. Just so y'all know, unless y'all roll a nat 1, y'all will hit the cube.
Oh, perfect.
Their ACs are 6.
19 points for the first.
So which one are
And
you shooting at, Art? Just
the yellow one.
right by you?
Yes.
Okay. So with
So
Eldritch
my
Blast.
first one. Yes, the
Y-
first
y-
one I did roll at disadvantage.
Okay, thank you. And you are going to push, I'm assuming, yes.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
So the first one was 19 points, and the second one is 12 points.
Okay, make sure they don't have... Yeah, this is force, no resistances. So you're pushing him 20?
Correct.
5, 10, 20. Slides back, leaving a trail on the ground. You all do notice these long, slender pieces that are connecting them up to the ceiling, still attached.
Crap, I forgot about that.
Yeah, sorry.
And I'm gonna move over here and end my turn.
Kapesk.
Well, I usually don't mind oozes. That's why I have my gray ooze that stays attached to my tail constantly. But I really don't like yellow-colored ones. So I guess I'm going to do everything I can to get rid of this disgusting sight in front of me.
Right.
So I'm going to just start stabbing it with my spear. Old trusty.
Okay, so you cannot breathe at the moment, just FYI.
That's fine. I can hold my breath for 15 minutes.
This is true.
So
I believe you'll have disadvantage because you're restrained.
restrained. Oh.
Yes, you're restrained, sir. Hello, Vista.
Okay. Ooh. Am I like floating in the ooze, or is it like, am I like feeling like I'm compressed inside of a liquid-esque thing?
Yeah, it's like you're being compressed kind of inside of liquid. So you can try to move. Well, you cannot try to move, but you can try to like force your way out with your action if you wish.
Okay.
You can attack, as you have said. It's just a disadvantage.
Okay. I want to try and get out of the ooze, I guess.
That will be a strength check.
Okay. Strength, okay.
Strength saving throw.
Oh, what do you know? Oh, I'm not a strong lizard.
That's what you're keeping?
I'm gonna re-roll that one. Yeah, I probably should. Oh yeah, I can use the up arrow. Very nice.
Very nice.
Oh, I reached down into my lizard soul and only pulled out 2 more points.
Well, I'll help you know. The DC is 14, and you are able to pull yourself out with your action. You can put yourself any square within 5 feet of you.
Okay. 5 feet? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go there.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, so I move 5 feet based off the strength. Does that take up my actual movement though?
So no, you now have your full movement.
Okay, but I've used my action.
Correct.
Okay. That's 25.
So if you
Okay.
move, it can try to engulf you again.
Oh, okay. I'm going to use Zephyr Strike then.
Oh.
It says it's a bonus action. Range of self.
Yeah, but I believe you still need your action to make the attack, correct?
It just says casting time 1 bonus action.
Correct. That's to activate the spell. But if you read the text,
Give yourself advantage on 1 more. I guess I'm just like, if I was attacking with it, that would make sense, but I'm just trying not to get the opportunity attacks. Okay, fine. What about the Hungry Jaws for as a bonus action? If it just straight up says as a bonus action.
Mhm.
Okay. Then I guess I'll do that. So I'm just gonna attack him.
calm down, Chris.
I forget you could see me checking that stuff. No one else can, I don't think.
I'm not sure.
Okay, so
Anymore.
it's been a minute since I used this. I just used my normal strength, right?
For the your jaw attack, it's strength and proficiency.
Yeah. Okay. Strength and proficiency? Strength. There we go. We'll go with that.
Yeah, so it's your bite, so it is strength plus proficiency because you're proficient
Okay.
with your teeth.
Okay.
Either you're gonna hit no matter what.
Yeah, I hit him either way.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then the damage is
Deals normal
a
damage.
D6 plus 2.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
And then and you gain 3 temporary hit points.
Okay, so it's 8 damage and then 3 hit points.
Very nice.
Yeah, because I just use bite for hungry jaws because it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yay! 63 health. Okay, that's my turn.
Very nice. That was Capesk. We're on to Adelan.
Fireball.
Really? You?
Yeah, and I guess we'll start it from here. It should hit all 4.
Okay, let's just do some verification here. You said here?
Nope.
All right.
That's not what mine said. You're off.
It's 20 feet, right?
Oh, so maybe let me see.
What were you doing? This?
No, I don't know what I was. Okay, so the top 3 then.
Sure. Okay. And you are protecting Olgrim, yourself, and Alaria. Okay. All right.
Correct.
I will roll my dexterity saving throws. Did I pass, Chris?
Nope.
Are you sure? Are you sure a 1
Yep.
doesn't pass? Very nice.
34.
34. I will take full damage for each of them. Oh, can y'all see the damn health bars?
Nope.
No.
God. All right. I will fix this. All right, continue.
That's it.
An explosion of fire. Dealing pretty good damage. Can y'all see him now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Olgrim.
On just those 3.
Yeah.
Not the one I hit or the big green one.
Yeah, I'll get to them. Second.
Gotcha.
I'll use the.
Scooty.
I'm gonna use the tattoo, the bonus action,
Very nice.
and then I'll try to hit the guy in front of me first.
Okay, the blue one.
So 18.
18 hits. No question about it.
All right, I'm gonna use a superiority die for a goading attack to go with it. That'll be 13 damage and 16. 25 damage.
And I have a wisdom save, is that correct?
Yes, DC 17.
Yeah. Don't think I can pass that. That's a fail. So attacks
Mine is
against
2.
anybody else have disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Anything else, Olgrim?
Yes, I'm gonna move down. I'll go down here.
Okay.
And I'll attack the yellow one for another 18.
18 hits.
And then I'll do it. Can I just do superiority die in one round?
You can do as many as you like. 1 per attack.
So I'll try to goad this one as well.
Okay.
The 26 damage,
Very nice.
and then a DC 17 wisdom.
Boom.
Cool.
That's close.
Thanks, Chris. You
Alright,
bastards.
and
Very nice, Olgrim. It is now Biggie's turn. Hmm. He's gonna try to go for you, Kapesk.
Well, he ain't gonna get me.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
That's the spirit.
Dex. I'm an agile lizard.
Hey, you are a very agile lizard. All right, any square within 5 feet?
Oh, they're backing me in a corner.
That will be Biggie's turn. Blue will both shoot up into the air using the piece that is connecting them.
Oh yeah.
So, Adelan, it will leave your range. I don't know. I don't remember if you have Warcast or anything like that.
Oh yeah, I have something.
And
You
then
have Warcaster.
same for you, Olgrim. The blue one will leave your range. See here? It's not there.
Save it for the yellow one. Don't let her leave.
What is Warcat? You practice for 19.
Olgrim, the blue guy in front of you is shooting back up to the ceiling. If you would like to make an opportunity attack. It is technically not movement, though you will still hit him. So he will still get up to the top, just FYI.
Okay.
It's a ability.
So if I can cast a spell at him, does that include a cantrip?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll shoot firebolt at him.
You just don't want to fireball him as he runs away?
No.
So it'll be at disadvantage, Chris. It doesn't matter. Just don't roll that one. So
15 to hit.
that hits.
22 damage.
17.
17 hits. Boing.
13 fire.
Oof. They're, I would say, 60 feet in the air at the moment, attached to the ceiling. And now they start to... So since you hit them, Olgrim, their movement is 0, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so yours does not move. But the one in front of Adelan will kind of shift, so it's like right here over y'all.
Oh, we have quite the party this evening.
We do. Nox, roll initiative.
Oh. Nice.
Come on, roll a big number. Save the girl in the goo.
Girl in the Goo by R.L. Stein.
25.
Perfect.
All right. That's extremely convenient for you because you go next. All right, Noxie. I'm going to put you right here under this gelatinous cube.
I see. I don't see it. Yeah.
So the blue ones are on the ceiling about 60 feet up.
The blue ones. Oh, okay. The ones that I'm
Correct.
like on top of on the map. Okay.
Yes, yes.
And
Our
you
guide
said
is in that yellow one, by the way.
the girl right here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Laura.
she's actually inside of it.
All right. I mean, I guess I'll go and attack the goo.
Okay. If you do, I will cry.
Oh, I was like, wait, what? Yeah, I'll attack, and technically, yeah, I get sneak attack, right?
I don't think so.
Not within 5 feet. So, yeah, I don't think you do.
Would she count as being within 5 feet?
No, she's
All
within
right. Well,
the
then I get it
space.
for being alone. Then, right?
All right, lovely.
Isn't it technically in Olgrim's range though? But does that not count as it being in?
I think the
I
wording
think it's.
is
I
within
think it's
5 feet.
within 5 feet.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. It's not melee. It's
Yeah, it is. It
Yeah.
says within 5 feet.
Yeah.
So the attack roll, not the rapier +3. 21.
Oh, that just hits.
You know, I hope that's really not true. So that is 16 damage on the first one.
Okay.
And then, ew. Well, 13 to hit.
That hits.
Oh. I didn't think it'd be that low. I thought you were lying about the 20 AC.
It's
but...
six. It's 6, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, 13 damage on the second one. It's 6?
Yeah. So just don't roll a 1.
Bye. It is
Bye.
it is having trouble holding its form, though at the moment Lara is still engulfed. And we'll take acid damage on Ol Yeller's turn.
All right. I'll just use the rest of my movement to like go over here.
Yeah, so she watches you run up, attack this thing, and then you like run like you're gonna save her, and then just keep running.
And just like never even look over at her, just keep running past her.
Yeah.
It's not like I can do anything. Hey, I
Yeah.
did enough.
No,
Calm
it's
down, lady.
in her mind, maybe not, but all right, Laria.
Okay, I'm gonna move down here and I'm gonna pull her out.
Absolutely no checks needed. Just
You're welcome.
Don't act like you did all the work when you just woke up.
Is she badly hurt? Maybe want me to give her a potion that she can drink?
She's about half health.
Okay, I'll give her a potion.
Okay.
Healing one.
I think I could show you her health bar too.
That she can drink on her.
Okay, you just toss it, hand it to her. Yeah,
Yeah, hand it to her.
perfect. Laria, that was your action. Anything else?
No.
All right. It is Ol Yeller's turn. Come here, Kapesk. Deck save, Kapesk.
Has my gray ooze had any fruition of talking to these things?
I think you have to command it, right?
I'm not risking it.
Did you get it?
I did. I am the winner. Oh, that's good. Well, you can't go over there.
Oh.
Only go within 5 feet, and the only space within 5 feet is
I'm scaling.
you're up on that. Yeah, you're like up on the platform now. All right, that is Ol Yeller's turn. Art.
So both the blue ones are up in the rafters, correct?
Correct. They're attached to the ceiling.
And how high is the ceiling?
Around 60. It changes, but they're at 60 feet at the moment.
Then I will take my first shot at this guy, the one closest to me.
Okay.
Yep, that hit. That's a natural 20.
Oh, very nice. Double damage.
Can I get your reroll?
Sure.
Thank you.
Dunk.
15. 24 for the first hit. Is it still alive?
It is.
Yeah, that one hits it also. And that is 13 points.
But it's the one above you, right?
Well, I'm all the way over here. But I was
Oh.
shooting this blue one.
Sorry. Yes. And then what was the second damage?
13.
13. All right. So, you have killed it. And as it falls, Olgram, give me a dex save. The DC is significantly lower than if it was directly above you. 10 is the DC. So you're good. Very nice. So it splats on the ground there.
Cool.
Anything else, Art?
I'll click in and I'll do it again. I'll shoot the big green one. I'll step out and shoot the green one.
Okay. The big boy.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yep, that hits. 15 points for the first one.
'Kay.
And I'm not moving it.
Oh, come on.
That one hits. And that's 9 points for the second one.
Noted.
And that's it.
All right, Kapask.
I'm killing this yellow thing. I am. Where's it at? I think I'm just gonna shoot it with the shotgun.
Go
I
for
don't
it.
see how that would kill an ooze, but I'm hoping. Maybe I hit it right in its eyeball. Is ooze eyeballs or something?
I forget. You have you don't have disadvantage, right? Because of your feet. Within 5
Yeah,
feet?
I have the gunner trait, so
Thank you.
within 5 feet, it doesn't impose a disadvantage. Here we go.
That hits.
Okay, that obviously hits. So then it does 12. And then I have Colossal Slayer, so he's not at full health.
Correct.
I deal 4 extra.
Nice.
I'm attacking again.
Stuffing some shot back in
That
there.
hits. Let me see if I can combine all these dice. So that one hits, so then I can roll. Plus D8. Is that how that works? Nice.
Correct.
So it takes 22.
All right. Just a sliver of health left.
That's going to be my turn.
Okay. Atalan.
Well, I'm gonna move over here. Then I will firebolt at this guy.
Okay. The yeller. Little yeller there.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Chris. I almost shot the one above you, and then I realized it was gonna fall on you.
12.
That would have been great.
Well,
It is
thank you for
dead.
not doing that.
It is dead, Atalan.
Turns
Pile
over.
of mush. Very nice. Olgram.
Right.
Charge!
Yep, pretty much. All right. Do this. So, 20 to hit.
20 hits.
16 damage. Do an extra attack.
Taken.
15 and 23 damage for the second.
Taken.
All right, and that should be it.
All right. It is Biggie's turn. Let's see. 5, 10. He will go into Olgrim and then attempt to go into Atlan. So, deck saves from each of you, please.
Roll. 16.
Olgrim, you are good.
Yeah.
But Atalan, you are within the ooze.
Yeah.
You take the first number, 18 points of acid damage. And it will end its turn. It is Blue's turn. Blue will head right above Olgrim and drop to the floor. Olgrim, go ahead and give me a deck save, please.
It's an 8.
Oof. All right, Olgrim, you are within the cube as well, so both y'all are restrained and cannot breathe. And the damage you take is only 9 points of acid damage.
Acid.
Yes. All right, Mr. Late, you're up.
All right, I will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll bonus action dash.
Okay.
Right up here. And then I will attack.
Attack you.
That is a 15.
Yep.
All right. And I'll pump in an Eldritch Smite. And then I'll just go ahead and roll the second attack. That is a 26.
It's
So it's 11. 27 for the first hit.
okay.
And then 8 for the second hit.
Taken.
And then I will run.
Why Nox? There's nothing to be
I
afraid
can
of.
get to here.
All right.
Why do you think I'm running?
Ilaria.
Okay, move right here. Then. Okay, maybe not. Here.
But you're scared.
Then I'll cast on the blue one. Cast Sacred Flame. Hit. Hit.
Right.
15 plus. Damage will be 14 points of damage.
Noted. That is enough.
Okay.
Dead.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. That is Ilaria. All yellers are dead. Art.
Hunter, did you say pervertation?
I mean, I don't think it did. Maybe it did. Perturbation.
I'll take 2 shots at Big Boy. 14 and a 16 rolled, so those both hit.
Yes. Greetings and pervertations.
$14 for the first,
Noted,
and
noted.
$9 for the second.
Right.
That's it.
All right. Kapesk.
Okay, I am going to move 15 over to there.
Okay.
And then Atlan is in. Atlan is in the ooze, right?
Correct. As is Olgrim at the moment, even though his is dead.
Ooh. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna shoot at the green ooze there.
Okay.
With the Atlan in it.
He has total cover, so unless you
Okay.
hit something extremely crazy. Hits.
Okay, and then oh,
Bad,
Ooh.
and good. All right, nice. Damage taken.
Okay. Attacking again. 14 hits and then 22.
Okay.
And then that's going to be my turn.
Very nice, Kapesk. Atalan. You're
What
restrained.
can I do to try to get out?
Strength saving throw, if you would like to try to get out.
Yeah, because I can't breathe, so I can't talk, so I can't do any spells, right?
If it has vocal, you cannot.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Ooh,
Yes!
a
It
20.
didn't load that 19, so
Or
I
an
thought you got a -1 somehow.
That's pretty great.
Hey, you rolled a 20, right?
That's
Yep.
a 20.
Can I get the reroll?
Did I need it again?
You already got
Yeah,
mine, so I
yeah,
don't
you
think
can
so.
you can have it.
Thank you.
All right, that is your action, Chris. You can move 5 feet in any direction outside the cube you wish.
And
Anything
now
else?
I will move 30 feet.
Okay.
You're
I
gonna
mean,
get
it
eaten
can
again,
attack
Chris.
you.
What?
It can attack
You're gonna get
you.
eaten again.
Wait, why?
Opportunity attack.
You know the thing you died from before?
Oh, okay. I am going to Misty Step over here.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Turns over.
Very nice. Olgrim. You're restrained within the cube. Technically, you do still have to use your action to try to get out. You're on mute, by the way.
So that strength check to get out of there?
Strength saving throw. Strength saving
Saving
throw. Yes.
16?
Absolutely. 5 feet in a direction outside the cubes you wish.
And that should be my turn.
Okay. It is now Biggie's turn.
I just noticed you wrote his name as Mr. Late.
Yeah.
The big one, all of a sudden, part of it starts to form into almost like an arm. One might call it a pseudopod. And it is going to shoot out and try to grab Ilaria. $20 to hit, Ilaria.
Yes.
It hits you. You take 14 acid damage, and you're considered grappled as it kind of wraps around you.
Okay.
It will then shoot another pseudopod. It will go here. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, I don't want to leave Volgrim's range. So I'll go here. And then... yeah, I'll go ahead and attack Ulgrim as well. With the other pseudopod. 20 to hit Ulgrim? No bueno? Okay. And then the cube will shoot up to the ceiling. Ulgrim, you can take your attack at it. It's not movement. And Ilaria, you go with it. You get pulled up.
15 to hit.
15 hits, of course.
19 damage.
19 damage. That is enough to kill it. I'll say it essentially goes like 10 feet into the air, and then you just bring out your axe and then just slash it. And right as it does, it falls apart, the pseudopod falls, and Ilaria falls harmlessly onto the ground. That's combat.
I'm going to get the slime off of me.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I use prestidigitation to clean myself off.
Nice. Laura is a little shaken. She's got her health potion that she's chugged. She's just kind of biting on the glass rim. Ooh, that was pretty wow.
Is this your first time out in the field?
I mean, not the field, but this field. I've never been here.
Can't be the first time you've been attacked.
Not first time this way.
Better get used to it with us.
I drink one of my greater healing potions.
Looking in the cubes, is there anything in them? Or are they just empty jelly things?
Nothing inside of them. You can tell that as you look around this room, many of the, we'll say, unlucky travelers have become piles of bones and things like this scattered across the room.
Anything in the piles of bones?
Investigation check if you wish to search.
17.
17, I'll say that you find a couple of short swords, pretty badly damaged, and about 30 gold pieces worth of gems.
Okay. Split those.
Nox, I thought you were just going to run right by me and just not help me, but I was a little panicked a little bit for a second there, and then Ilaria came and helped me. Thank you,
Well,
Ilaria.
in the moment, I had to worry about killing the slime.
No, I get it. I thought you were abandoning me. I kind of panicked there for a second.
I would never, would never do such a thing. That would be a perturbation on my name.
Yes, a pervertation.
Pervertation.
For you, very fitting.
Greetings and pervertations.
Greetings and pervertations.
All right. Does anybody want to do anything else in the aftermath here?
How's everybody look? I mean,
I look perfect.
Damn.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
okay.
Are oozes considered monstrosities?
They are considered ooze. They have their own
Oh.
monster type.
Is there anything useful from the oozes themselves? Like maybe, maybe something that could be
Yeah, I mean,
traded for
gelatinous-
potions or whatever?
Gelatinous cube parts in the Underdark are pretty easy to sell to the right people.
Okay. I wanna scavenge what I can from this big old ooze here.
Sure. We'll say between the 3 different types of ooze, the monstrous one, which is green, and then the 2 regular, one which is blue, one which is yellow, or 2 of which, each. You can harvest about 10 pounds of their bodies.
10 pounds of ooze jelly. All right, got it.
It's travel rations.
Dylan, I seem to remember a mini campaign we ran where we were cooking them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They were like, y'all were serving them.
Yeah, no, we were running a tavern.
You're running a tavern, and you found an Underdark interest in the tavern, and you would kill stuff and cook it and sell it.
Like,
yeah.
we killed like mimics. No, we killed ropers and sold them as like calamari, like fried calamari.
God, I wish I did remember that. That was awesome. Well, if
I'm gonna look at the portal. Does it look shimmery still, or does it look like a regular old archway?
now it appeared that the large cube had kind of forced its body in there to try to bait y'all into walking in there. Which, mind y'all, if every one of you had walked into that, this fight might have been a little different. So good perception checks and
Yeah, no kidding.
Yep. Well, if everybody's ready and all put back together, we should probably get going. It's still a couple days travel to the outskirts of the city we're going to.
I took notice of her when she was drinking her health potions. Do you have any other health potions you might spare?
Well, I do still have a few for sale, but
For sale? Oh, okay. Never mind then.
I mean, Alaria did throw her that one, so.
Well, now that I know they're for sale, we'll see next time if she's willing to part with them when she's trapped in a cube as I'm running by.
Kill her and take them. Easy.
Yeah.
Nice. Interesting plan. Y'all gather your effects. And continue onward. As you exit this room, there's numerous large piles of bones you have to kind of crawl over. And for the next half mile or so, in the thinner parts of the cavern, y'all are keeping an extra close eye out. So I'll say you'll have 2 more days of travel. I'll need a roll for each day, as well as a survival check for each day. So we'll start with day 1. So survival check from, I'm assuming Kapesk will be the one.
Yeah, I'll lead first. Survival.
And then I need somebody else to just give me a random d20 just to see if anything crazy happens.
6.
Survival.
Okay.
Eight. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay.
Yeah.
That was survival.
18 is not bad. You track through numerous portions of the Underdark. Occasionally you come across many side caverns and roads that lead off in different directions. From time to time you run into parties of drow and a few other of the Underdark's inhabitants that are semi-friendly to those from the surface. Between the experience of Art, Alaria, and Kapesk within the Underdark, y'all are able to get past any questions patrolling parties might have, as you're still a day's travel from a major city. But you know, as you get closer, things will get more difficult. All right, next day, survival check, and someone else give me a d20.
Who's rolling the d20?
You.
Me?
Anybody, somebody.
Fine, I'm rolling.
I rolled a 7.
7. Oh,
You
you rolled a
rolled,
7.
you rolled a 7.
All right. As y'all are about a half day's travel outside of the city of Naird, a group of drow come up and intercept y'all as y'all are walking on the trail. In drow, they say to, I'd say first focusing on Art as they see you first.
I cast comprehend languages just so I understand what's going on.
Sure. What is your business here? Half elf.
I grit my teeth and I just say, we're just helping this fine young lady make it to the city so she can complete her guild quest. I'm not quite sure what she needs, but we're just here to protect her.
Looks back and sees you, Ilaria. Kind of gets up and gets a close look at you.
I am disguised. I have that ring, that ring of alter self, so I'm disguised.
What are you
Right.
looking? What are you looking like? Female drow still?
Yeah, I mean, but I'll have my skin be darker than what it normally is, and I'll
Mhm.
change the features somewhat.
The guards would say to you in a whisper, but still loud enough for Art to hear. You travel with interesting company, miss.
Yes, but it does pay well.
Smiles at that. I suppose coin is enough to walk with all these heathens. Guards, let's keep patrolling. They walk by. Whew. Well, that was pretty scary. I didn't know what was going to happen there. Y'all did really good, Art, Ilaria. I was so impressed. I was kind of sweating there for a second. You know when you haven't done anything wrong, but like the cops are there and you're like, I've done something. Yeah, it's kind of that feeling there. Anyway, thank y'all. As the day pushes on towards night, I'll start to grow tired and wary, constantly paying attention to your surroundings. Y'all stop and rest for the night. And in the morning, y'all will head into the city of Naird, meeting up with the guide shortly before you enter. Laura says, well, this is probably the last night we'll be spending together. Once we get to the city, I'm going to do a bit of guild business, and y'all meet up with our contact here, and I'll be on my merry way back up to the surface where the sun shines. No offense to any of y'all darker skinned folk, but if you need anything or any information or whatever, now's the time.
How will we know what we're looking for? Is it literally just an arm?
The guide will give you the contact there. She'll give you some information. I really don't know all the details. I'm just sort of passing it on along the grapevine here.
And where do we take it once we get it?
I think I heard something about there would be some sort of a teleportation device that you would be granted. You'll probably be heading to the capital city, Leftinopolis. I believe that's where she kind of gets quiet. That's where the king is looking for the item. Big deal.
And who's giving us this teleportation item?
Yeah. The guide. I don't know her. She's a local from Naird, a drow lady. I seem to have forgotten her name at the moment, but Narcelia, I think is her name.
Lacertilia?
No, that's actually not. I didn't say that. Capesk, you've been drinking, I think.
Well, it was nice company while we had it, at least.
Likewise. I wish you all the best.
Safe
Right.
returns.
Let's get our night's sleep and then say our final goodbyes in the morning. All right. DM advice here. Tomorrow, I'll be entering into the city and possibly whatever y'all choose to do. So make sure you've prepared any spells and attuned to any items, as there might not be many opportunities for that along the way. Just be wary of that and maybe take a second to think about it. We'll say Laura gives you some information about the city. It's a drow city, though they are open to many of the other races as well. It's built upon a very large temple to the spider goddess, Lolth. And there is a labyrinth, a natural occurring labyrinth that the temple is sort of formed around as well. There were some wars back in the day, which some of you, being Underdark folk, would remember, that had destroyed a good portion of the city. This was a few hundred years ago or so. And there's a large section of ruins that y'all will be walking through before you enter into the city. The ruins can be dangerous. Bandits, treasure hunters, people like that.
So Atlan was here too, a long time ago, blowing things up.
I don't think so.
No, that's
He wouldn't remember.
Just
it
let you
anyway.
know,
I would remember. I read my book. I have all my memories.
I don't have any open symbols to my goddess. Sword is my and to
Yeah.
anybody else it look like a sword.
Sure. Yeah, I would say within the city itself, any type of religious symbols would be not illegal, but frowned upon, especially Alaria's goddess. So, if any of you do carry symbols openly, just take that into account. It's Adelan uses his tiny hut. Y'all get your night's rest and wake up in the morning fully rested.
Yay.
You travel for, I would say, 30 minutes or so as the caverns become larger and obviously more worked by the hands of mortals. You can see a large chamber that you're approaching, which has a ceiling 200 or 300 feet high in some areas and possibly multiple miles across. There are large pillars all throughout the area that have little holes, caves built into them. Some seem to connect even up into the floor, down into the ceiling, as you see handfuls of small eyes blinking within there and scurrying away before you can get a good look at them. As you head a little bit deeper around a particularly large set of pillars, you can just start to see the glow of the light, the dim light of the Drow City, Naird. It's probably 3/4 of a mile until you finally reach the proper part of the city. But as you look down, you can see the ruins. Half a mile one way, 3/4 of a mile the other, spanning all around you. You can smell ash and soot, even though these wars were hundreds of years ago. The relatively dry climate here has kept them ever prevalent in the air and the surroundings. It's very lifeless. Many buildings, once grand, are now destroyed. Natural forming stalagmites, 100 feet tall, intricately carved with stairways and entrances and exits and windows, sit covered in ash and soot. As you round a corner, you hear a bit of shuffling. Laura says, Narcelia? Is that you? It's me, Laura. And each of you look in a kind of a direction that you weren't expecting, and you see a beautiful, very dark-skinned, covered in all black, drow female figure. She's covering most of her face, and you can see the shine of a few swords and daggers at her side. Lara, so good to see you again. It's been a few hundred years. Oh, yeah, of course we've met before. I remember. It's great to see you again. Well, these are the crew. So we'll be heading into the city now. Hopefully we can get the introduction out of the way. Hello, everyone. The name is Narcelia Delisle. I will be your guide. I'm sure Laura has informed you of the specifics of the task you're being asked, yes?
I don't know about specifics, but we have a general idea of what we're doing.
Oh, Laura, never one for the details, are you, dear? She kind of nods her head. This order comes direct from the king. Courtesy of the Order of Pilkaref, of course. If you know what the organization is, good for you. If you don't worry about it. Deep within the labyrinth, guarded by the temple to Loth, there exists an artifact known as the Arm of Winter.
Inside the temple?
Deeper, within the labyrinth itself. No one knows exactly where it is, but our scouts have told us it's in there. I'll do as much reconnaissance as I can once we get to the city to try to help you. And we'll have to discuss ways to get y'all in. But that's a conversation for later. I can tell some of you are surface dwellers, and others of you have spent quite a bit of time on the surface, even if you hail from the darkness. Hundreds of years ago, there was relative peace here within the Underdark. The Drow, the Duergar, all of us. We had our differences, and sure, there were skirmishes from time to time. But we each had our own religion, our own goals, and our own wishes. That was until the unnamed one started to move from city to city. enacting his rule of one day to surrender, or only one survivor would be left. Many cities chose the one day, and their races still flourish. Naird, for instance, while many of the Duergars chose the one survivor, and their numbers have dwindled. As the unnamed one moved from city to city, he lit fires. She runs her hand across the ash on the wall. That's why we refer to it as the Death Fire Wars. At this point, y'all walk around to what appears to have one point in time been maybe like a museum, like an open museum, kind of a botanic garden type of vibe, where there's very large statues with a number of plaques on them, all kind of spread out in an area. And while most of the surrounding area is covered in soot, these have been wiped clean by someone. Though the statues themselves are in relatively bad shape, as many of them have been destroyed. Most are carved from stone, though some have metal pieces at certain points for emphasis. And you can tell at one point in time many of them were painted, though the fires have long since burnt that off. And just when we thought that there was no hope, the Dark Paladin rose. You walk around and you see a large statue of 6 people. As you go and you look, you recognize some names and some symbols. The first man, a tall human, set of spectacles on his nose, and a brave smile. Eshlor. Everyone give me a history check. See if y'all can recall some information about that name.
$28.
Beautiful. Last time y'all met with Talisman,
You don't know him.
it's funny. Yeah, Olgrim's like, I don't know.
Either that or Orgrim totally thinks he knows who it is, but it's someone else.
Yeah. I remember that guy. Last time y'all met with Talisman, when y'all had battled him on the small little delta on the river, you would understand that the person he served was named Eshlor. For all intents and purposes, that is known to be the leader of the Chultanog. She continues, though he has fallen from grace since, at one point in time, he was a valiant leader. Next, we have Briar Barrelbreaker. Olgrim, as you look up, you see a 1-to-1 replica of the axe you hold within your hand. You recognize that name, the name of your grandfather. A man that you never really got to know, as he died in some war that you were unaware of. The third is a shorter, feminine elf, Adina de Nova, known for her prowess with fire and putting it out in our cases. And every good party needs a rogue. Kovik's Dustweaver. Picture of a male drow. Adelan, Nox, give me history check.
Oh, another one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Grandpa.
Wow.
At 20.
Okay.
Sheesh.
Nice.
Hey, can I have that reroll?
Yes, you may.
The last name Dustweaver was the surname of Varellin. Your drow friend that you traveled with many moons ago. And lastly, my favorite, a large, beautiful bird-like figure. Tiberian Hammert, the Aarakocra monk. For those that are unfamiliar, that is Ziggy's surname.
As soon as you said a hammer, lost it.
And of course, the man who's credited with putting it all to an end, the Dark Paladin, Winter. In the final battles where the Nameless One and this party fought. The mortal injury that killed the Dark Paladin was his arm getting ripped off. Some say the Nameless One still has it today. All of the rest of his pieces were chopped up and sent all across the Underdark as artifacts to ward off against another attack from the Nameless One. His skull was sent off to a crypt to be locked away forever. Currently, the temple requires sacrifices. They believe that sending offerings into the labyrinth will please the Nameless One, and he won't attack again. One option to get each of you into this labyrinth is that I might offer you up as sacrifices. Of course, all it really means is that you're left in the labyrinth with only your effects.
I don't really do well in labyrinths. Some bad experiences there.
Join the club, dear. This is the Underdark.
Mm,
But that's just one idea that I have. Y'all have been
Do you have any
walking.
better ideas?
No. That's my only one.
Hmm.
But as you spend a little bit of time in the city, maybe you can do a bit of reconnaissance yourself. Maybe you'll learn something. And feel free to ask any questions of me that you might have. I'm happy to answer.
What are you doing at 9 o'clock tonight?
Drinking. Care to join?
With who?
Well, you big lizard man.
With me? Yeah, you. Yeah, I need to learn about your people's culture. I think you're the one for me.
This could be the start of a beautiful relationship. She like pulls her
It
finger,
could.
rubs it under your chin.
Sends shivers down my scales. Labyrinth schmabyrinth. I'm all in. Whatever they want.
Kapesk, didn't know you had such a thing for the ladies.
Why do you think I learned the Elven language?
To impress a young lass. You know, Kapesk, as you're walking around here, you kind of sniff the air. You realize this is where you found your shotgun, in these ruins.
Probably. I guess I'm gonna ask her if she knows of the best. Obviously, this area in general, if there's a place around that has been somewhat less explored in general, like the area is less traveled.
I'm afraid there are more areas less traveled than areas traveled. Most of the Underdark is covered in the miasma. Not the easiest to navigate for most of us.
Most of us. Does that mean you know how to navigate it?
Some of them, but not all.
Some of them. Do some of them happen to lead to where we need to go?
There are rumors that you could venture through the miasma and eventually end up in the labyrinth. Though all of those that have taken that risk were never heard from again.
Would you take that risk?
For you, dear, no.
Maybe after we have a few after 9 o'clock, we'll see if that changes.
I look forward to it. I'll meet you at the Spider's Conclave at 9 p.m. on the dot.
All right, noted. I'm gonna tell everybody else that's my plan for the night, and that I could potentially have another way other than sacrificing poor Knox over here.
It'd be all of us, right?
Right?
Yeah, man. Last time he
Right?
went down a labyrinth by himself, it didn't go
No,
so
she-
hot, from what I heard.
She just told me that you're the one. That's it. Knox. It's Knox or nobody.
Damn, she's already cheating on you.
I like go behind someone and turn into a different form. Oh, where did Knox go? I'm the little gnome from the inn. Oh, it seems he's run off. I'll be going now.
Within about 30 minutes time or so, you finally enter the outskirts or move through the outskirts into the main part of the city of Naird. A bustling city that is multi-tiered. There are platforms that have been crafted 10 or so levels high off the ground off of these large stalagmites, stalactites, and pillars. There's a bustling economy of numerous things being sold: wares, foods, tools, and slaves. The prevalence of the scantily clad feminine drow and the more subservient males is on full display. Best to keep up appearances. Narcelia says, "Now, if you want to blend in, everyone, best to make sure that this one," kind of taps you on the shoulder, Alaria, "looks like she's in charge. Yes?"
Put them in place.
What?
What'd you say, Paul?
We'll put you guys in place. You're really subservient.
Very good.
I'm not saying you guys are. Put on.
You can discuss your specifics and meet up at 9 o'clock to discuss some more concrete details for our plan. All intents and purposes, it's like noon. You'll have entire day to explore the city, do whatever you wish.
Is there a place where travelers usually go in the city?
There are a few places, though. It would be best if you were a little bit more, acting a little bit more like a local. I would stay away from the traveling inns and taverns. They tend to lead to more people being sent as sacrifices if you're not careful. The city is running 24/7. There's no need to sleep. We'll talk at 9. Do as you wish for the rest of the day. Make your preparations. Ta-ta.
So we should go get a beer, is what it sounds like.
I agree.
Yeah, no. I'm not waiting till 9 to start drinking.
Might they have any casinos in this place?
What languages do you speak, Nox?
Gnomish, Elvish, Thieves' Cant, Draconic, and Common.
Jeez.
Okay. You don't see any casinos.
That's why I'm asking anyone who can read. The Undercommon, most likely. No, all right. I'll carry on.
I'll look around, see if I can.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception or investigation check.
$15 investigation.
I have these. Oh.
Yeah, so on a 15, you'll note that there are two different groups that appear to be advertising a place to go gamble. At the moment, you can't really distinguish much difference about them.
I see two places, but I don't know. It's probably not best you walk in there in your current appeal.
What? You don't like old men?
I don't think other patrons like old men. I think there's a
Hmm.
different class of people that get more attention. That would probably behoove you to emulate.
Eh. Yeah, I'll probably change when we get closer.
I have some bone dice we could gamble with right here and now if you want to.
All right. If I win, you give me all your money. If you win, I get all your money.
No. How
Oh,
about
smart lizard.
if I win, I get all your money, and you make sure that we get into this labyrinth through whatever means necessary, the quickest way. And if
Well, I'm pretty
I
sure the
lose,
quickest way is just a sacrifice, but you know.
yeah, himself. And if I lose, then you can have my scheduled date at 9 p.m. You look lonely.
I could easily just take that date.
No, you smell. And you don't have shiny scales. You didn't see the way she was
I
pining
walk
for me?
behind someone else and I turn into Kapesk.
Oh, damn.
Oh, look at me and my
There can only
shiny
be one.
scales. My shiny scales. Look at me. You look dirty. I'll just be like a cleaner version of Kapesk. Like I've buffed my scales a bit.
Pesk, are you gonna let that slide, man? It's insulting your
Hmm.
lizard folk people.
I'm going to pull out the wannabe champion scale that gleams just a little bit more than this fake wannabe Kapesk.
Mm.
I'm going to shove it in his face.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
man,
that's not.
that's the
That's not
same
yours
lizard,
though.
same lizard that
It
whooped
is,
your
yes, it
ass
is.
that your whole friends had to kill for you.
It is. It is. I turn around and I leave.
When he turns around, I try to pickpocket the scale.
I leave. I go off into the town by myself.
Slide a hand check. Knocks at disadvantage.
Okay. Oh. Oh boy. At disadvantage, that's a 28.
Pesk, give me a perception check.
Ooh.
Oh man, that was
Not
he has a
bad.
lot higher perception than I thought.
Yeah, everything seems fine, Kapesk. Knox,
We rolled the same number.
you have stolen something.
Okay.
I'm heading into the town and I'm trying to find a place to sell my jelly.
Okay. Okay. You speak Undercommon, yes?
Yeah, I have the helm. I do. Well, I speak Elvish, not Undercommon, but I have the helm of like comprehension or whatever it is.
Comprehend languages.
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. As you're walking around and asking people, you learn of the Elixir Emporium, a small shop on the opposite side of town that is known for buying interesting items, specifically those harvested from living things.
All right, that's where I'm gonna go.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
Would anyone like to join me in gambling?
No, I want a beer.
I mean, I already said I'd lead you in that way.
Oh, there's alcohol casinos, isn't there?
Correct.
Sure. I go with
I'll
Nux and
follow
Art.
Art. Okay. So the entrance to the labyrinth is below the temple.
Correct. So you would have to enter the temple and then. Yes. Capesk. Make it to the opposite side of town. See a sign written in Elvish, the Elixir Emporium. As you walk inside,
Alright.
a small bell is rung, and a relatively bulbous, older drow gentleman sits behind the counter, white puffs of hair coming out of all number of places on his face. As he has a loop in his eye as he's looking at a small gem that a customer has brought in and is kind of nervously moving hand in hand. So, you gonna buy it, Gorham? It's a good one. I need to get it off my hands pretty quick though. I really could use the cash.
So sus.
Gorham looks up at him. Well, no. I know you've stolen it, and I actually know the shop that this came from. I highly suggest that you bring it back immediately. Otherwise, I'm going to have to talk to the authorities. Pass, give me a perception check.
He's totally buying it. It's just an act.
Damn.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they noticed you came in. They were about to do some shady ass deal, and now they're like, "All right, we got to save face here.
Mm-hmm.
Do if that is you wish."
Okay. I'm basically I'm gonna show some interest, like maybe one of my little where my eyebrows would be as a lizard man, my little
Mhm.
notch, little brow raises up. I'm like, there's a shop around here that sells other good things, you say?
Oh, well, there are a number of shops that sell things here and there. Is there something I could do for you, good sir?
I would like to trade these. I'm gonna hold out. Well, not hold out. Have a little collection of my 10 pounds of ooze jelly. Like I hear that this is a high commodity around here. Maybe not as high commodity as the one you're currently holding there.
He
Is
kind of
that
looks.
ooze jelly?
No, it's not ooze jelly. I was just leaving. Good day, sir.
Well, there's no reason to leave. I'm interested.
So the
I like to trade for things.
customer walks out, and the old man behind the counter says, "All right, well, don't see that every day. Go ahead and plop it on the counter here. We'll take a look at it. What are you looking to trade for? Gold?
I'm not quite sure what. First, I'd like to look at your trade goods and what you offer. All that you offer.
What's your profession, young man?"
Hunting.
Monster hunting, it would seem.
It's a hobby.
Do any adventuring?
Yes, mainly. Mainly trying to get trinkets and things. Increase my status, if you know what I mean. Keep the missus at home happy.
A lizard folk always wishes to increase their status. And what better to help you do that than my fine shop of potions? He walks around the counter, pulls open the stone piece and sets it on the side so they can walk through, and sets it back. He's got a cane that he grabs as he walks over there and heavily favoring his left leg. Young man, if you're into hunting, surely your safety would be paramount, yes?
I am somewhat of a safe lizard, though I do enjoy danger from time to time.
Oh, don't we all? Don't we all? Let's see. And he kind of grabs a potion. No, not this one. This one kind of looks up at you. It's a very good potion, but not for you. No, let me put that back. This one. Oh, I don't think you could handle this one. He goes ahead and sets that one back, and he walks through a few more, and eventually settles on a small vial. It's set within a wooden piece with numbers of different vials. And as he pulls it out, he says, I think this one is the one that you want. Any guess at what it does?
Probably. Well, it has to fit a lizard, huh? An adventure killing? Does it make me quicker?
No. But I have something that can do that, if that's what
Well,
you're
what does
asking
that
for.
potion? No, what does the potion you're currently holding do?
It does quite a many things.
Can I sample it?
Pops it open. Just take a small whiff.
Ooh. How about you sample it and I see what it does?
I'm afraid a frail old man such as myself has no need for this one. Let's just say it'll make you a hit with the ladies.
I ask, or I kind of flick my tail and nudge Uzi and ask Uzi to take a very small sample of the potion.
Little hand comes up, sticks it into the top of the vial. Bloop. Nothing seems to happen.
Okay, so now Uzi has some random potion floating in him. Okay. I think I believe you. I won't sample it. What do you want for it?
Well, I'd be more than willing to trade your block of ooze for it.
Deal.
He caps
I
it,
held out my.
hands it to you. It's a pleasure
I
doing business with you.
I stash it in my bag, and then also, what it seemed like your commodity when I first came in was of very interesting choice as well. Is that for sale also?
And what might that be?
The thing from the other shop that the other patron was worried about.
Oh, the small gem. Of no real concern to you as a hunter, of course.
Well, I like shiny things.
I
Why
can
else would you
in.
go after shiny ivories and scales? I'd like to reach in to show my scale that I have.
He pulls his
He
loop
does
back
have
out.
And I don't find anything.
Pulls his loop out. I don't see any scale.
I'm searching all over the place. I'm looking at Uzi. I'm like, where'd it go? Where is it?
He stole it. He stole it from you.
Okay, and I feel something creeping in the back of my head, and I'm trying to remember everything. And I suppress it real quick because we'll handle that later. Right now, I'm trying to get this gem. Be like, how much is this gem worth? What would you be willing to let go of this gym for?
Well, the other customer has taken the gym with him.
Do you have any more?
I think I have something even better for you, Mr. Lizard Folk. Your scales, though shiny, they lack that 110%, as they say. Can I interest you
110% is good.
in the ointment of shiny scales?
I knew you were gonna say that.
The ointment of shiny scales. I don't think I've ever seen a drow with shiny scales. It's very interesting that you have it.
Oh, I'm an apothecary. I must have something for everyone.
What are the typical uses in daily drow life for potions of shiny scales?
We are a multicultural city, sir.
That's a good point. What do you want for this potion of shiny scales?
Since you've been such a wonderful customer, I'll happily throw it in for free.
Wow, I am coming back here for all of my potion needs, all my apothecary needs, and I'll be sure to let my friends know.
Wonderful, wonderful. The name's Goran.
Goran, I'll remember it. Thank you. Then I'm gonna head back to. I'm gonna go ahead and take my leave and head back to the last place I saw the group at.
Okay.
With vengeance in my heart.
Okay. So you have your potion and you have your ointment. Everybody else go to the casino? Most of you, at least.
Yep.
Y'all show up at the Shadowed Web Casino. What games are you interested in playing?
I want a beer game.
I don't know. Do casinos have beer games?
Okay, I'm pretending that I'm gambling so I get free beer.
Hunter, this is sad. No, I guess, let's just risk it. I'll go to the roulette table.
Okay. All drinks are a silver. Spend to your heart's desire.
Here's 10 silver.
Seems excessive.
I'm just gonna drink these 10 slowly.
Nox, what is your form?
Oh yeah, I guess when we come in here, before we come in, I would, I guess, make myself just look like a male drow, of some status, but not like to where people would question,
Sure.
not to where people would expect me to have the answers to their questions,
Yeah, high enough status that people won't talk to you, but low enough status that people won't talk to you.
People won't talk to you. Yeah.
Right in the middle. Yeah, sure. You walk over to a roulette style game. We'll say take a D10.
Mm-hmm.
And for each, you can pick up to 3 numbers. The first number we'll say this: if you pick a successive number after that, the bet has to be double. So if you bet 1 on the first one, if you pick a second number, you'd have to put 2 minimum, and if you pick a third number, it'd have to be 4, like that.
Mm-hmm. What am I doing?
Like I said, you're betting on those numbers to be rolled.
Okay.
On a D10, and picking one number, your money would be tripled. Picking 2, doubled, and picking 3, you would get 1.5. We'll say, yeah. I know that seems complicated, but it seems pretty easy in my head. So,
I was just thinking red, black, 50-50.
I mean, you can do that as well, or we
I'll-
could just play
I'll
the
do-
the one gambling game that I've already created.
No, I'll just do this, what you just said.
No, actually, we're gonna play
I'll
the one
pick-
I've created.
I'll pick. Oh, okay. I was gonna pick 2 numbers.
The hell are my dice? How much you betting?
1,000 gold.
Okay. So you're like, how can I be inconspicuous? Let me walk in
Well-
and bet 1,000
Well-
gold.
Can we make this over the course of like a
Okay,
span of time?
sure.
Not like we'll just do one game, but like
All right,
yeah,
roll,
let me
roll
be
your
inconspicuous.
roll your 5 dice.
I will send them to Cody. Wow. I'm not upset by this.
How many would you like to reroll?
That hand looks very familiar.
Is it actually the same? Oh my gosh. It is the same.
Oh, now he knows what it is too. Nice.
Yeah, I'll reroll 1.
Okay. I'll reroll 2.
Oh my. No way. I feel like this happened before.
Yeah,
Oh no, it didn't. It didn't.
16,501 that you could do that. Interesting.
Last
Any,
time I was way better.
Any cheating?
Are the people like raising their bets?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you're betting 1,000. We're gonna keep it simple.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll cheat.
Okay. How many are you cheating?
Just the one.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
That was cocked. $30.
Okay. I won't even roll.
Do I roll again?
Well, you roll the ones you're cheating, but that's
Yeah,
it.
the one
Yeah,
I'm cheating.
No, just a single time of rolling.
Yeah. All right. It was no better.
All right, what you got?
I have 2 pair, 4s and 6s.
It's not bad. I have 4 of a kind 6s. So I rolled 2 off the bat, re-rolled 2, and I got
Hunter, I rolled a 4, a 3, then a 4 and a 6, and then I rolled again, and it was another 6.
Oh, so
And that's the exact same 5 numbers as the last time. Like I looked up in the chat when Cody mentioned that, and it's the same 5 numbers.
loaded dice? Question mark. All right, so you lose your
I didn't-
1,000.
Yeah, I didn't get as lucky though. It wouldn't have mattered, but
If nobody else has anything particular they would like to do, we will say that you pass the day however you wish, and you meet up in the evening with
oh yeah, I'm going to the bar at 9 at Skapask.
So Kapesk.
But I have shiny scales.
Yes. So as a group, y'all have all met up before y'all head to the rendezvous. If y'all would like to do anything.
So it's at the rendezvous or before the rendezvous?
Well, before you get there, but you're essentially there, just so y'all can discuss anything y'all wish to discuss.
I mean, I don't see why we're so afraid to just go in and be sacrifices. I mean, we're just gonna walk in anyway, right? So why not just do it easy
I
and just walk in?
we should do it easy and sacrifice Knox,
Again,
like our friend
no one's
said.
really being sacrificed. We're all just walking into the layer, acting like we're being sacrificed.
Yeah,
I think you're getting
100%.
hung up on this whole sacrifice thing.
We'll escort our sacrifice down.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Nox. Nox shall be sacrificed.
See? He just volunteered.
He finally volunteers. I don't know
Legally
why
binding.
he put up such an argument against this earlier. I in general, I'm just in a sour mood, and I'm like shifty. I'm like fiending, just fiending around looking for. Well, I'm looking for my scale, but I'm not saying anything about it. And I'm like, I'm lightly looking at everybody, like their
Hunter,
hand placements, their back. I'm
Hey, fake
As-
lizard man, why are you so upset? Clearly the real one is over here already. Why don't you just
I
check it
look-
back?
As Kapesk, I'm just gonna go to the bar and just like look like I'm awaiting someone and just be like drinking.
I lost it. I lost my future children's hand-me-down. It was important.
What, the one you stole off the dead body you didn't kill?
I didn't steal it. I earned it.
By what, getting
Dead
your ass
body you
whooped?
didn't kill.
Well, I did kill him. I even flung his tail into the river.
Just because you cut him up when he was dead don't mean you killed him.
I'm just my mood is even more soured now. I'm over talking to Art. He doesn't understand. He's a half elf who would never understand the ways of the lizard folk.
Kapesk, you walk into the bar, head over, claim your spot, and look over, and you see yourself. Knox, you
Why
look
would it
over
hurt?
and you see Kapesk.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pay him any mind. Because I know that well, first of all, I know that Knox is capable of changing his appearance, but also who wouldn't want to look like the lizard champion?
Right.
He gets a pass because I already know it's him, unlike the other fake wannabe. So I'm just gonna ignore him and look for my partner, my lady of the night.
As I'm also waiting for my partner, my lady of the night.
Narcilia walks in. You each make eye contact and then look over and see her.
Ah,
A threesome.
you have arrived.
She walks in, looks at each of you. What the hell's going on here?
Pay him no mind. He took my form to better fit in.
This imposter lies.
Lies?
He knows nothing of the lizard folk.
I could tell you my lizard folks first and last.
Oh, I'm sure you
important
could,
meal
but a
of
true
the
lizard
day.
folk would have the wannabe champion scale. And I'll like pull it out.
I am gonna
He's just in a sour mood because he lost 1,000 gold at the casino earlier.
before I even say anything, just automatic reaction. Everything I want to throw, pop open and throw at the same time the beaker of Tarask bone straight at his fucking face.
What is that?
Straight at his fucking face. No
Drug.
hesitation, nothing. I'm throwing it straight at him.
Roll to hit.
What is the beaker of Tarask bones?
It's not even like a light amount. It's the entire fucking beaker. I'm throwing this shit at his ass. Roll to hit. Okay, what do I roll for normal throw hits?
This would be an improvised weapon, so you can use your strength or your dex, and
Ooh, I'm using.
we'll say you have proficiency. It would you're skilled enough with weapons to be able to utilize
Okay.
this well.
Okay.
So it
I
would
have a
be
feeling this is about to be wild. That'll hit. Yeah.
We'll say D4 plus strength.
Oh, for damage? Okay.
Oh yeah.
I love this.
Sheesh. I'm getting mine. And right after I throw this, I'm immediately diving for that fucking scale. I'm getting it.
Athletics or acrobatics check, Kapesk. Nox, athletics or acrobatics check.
Shouldn't it? Well, like I'm hoping the beaker hits first, so he might be a little,
I'll take it into account.
little disadvantaged. Okay, what do you need me? Athletics or what?
Athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics?
Yeah, one of the two.
Mine's not that great. It's a 17.
I'm coming for that ass.
No, you ain't.
No, you ain't.
You'll have your rerolls. Right?
I'm re-rolling. It's that important to me. I need it.
I'll reroll. 20. 25.
Kapesk, you hit him square in the head, and he like drops the scale. And as he stumbles, you reach for it, but his other hand grabs it, and he spins around, and you like jump for it and just miss.
This
Continue.
is so dumb.
Is he
You
like?
dare
Is he
try
all?
to take my scale?
Is he all drugged up and shit, like going crazy?
Drugged up.
Yeah, that Terrasbone shit don't play. Entire population of cultists were going fucking wild on it.
Does something happen to me?
It just shatters.
Just shatters. Okay, let me see what else I got then. What other bags of tricks? Okay, I'm gonna tell Uzi to quickly like
I'll spill
like-
some ball bearings in front of him.
like no matter what, I'm telling Uzi, get me my scale back, my shiny scale. So now he's going, okay, and then well, there goes my poor beaker of Tarrasque bone. Wasted.
While y'all are fighting, Narcelia goes and grabs Art, Olgrim, and Ilaria, and y'all sit down at the table to discuss the specifics.
Away from the feuding lizard.
Let's just let them have their moment. Any questions?
I'm
So
just
when we,
cheering the lizards on.
When we are sacrificed, we go down there with all of our possessions, yes?
No, not exactly. Though there will be a range for them to show up. Sacrifices have to look the part, you see.
Bullshit.
You might be without them for an hour or so. Surely the king's best won't have any issues with that.
I mean, I don't know that I would call us its best.
Meanwhile, there's like
I mean, you can clearly see what the other half of us are doing.
yeah. Meanwhile, there's a group of people that are placing bets on which of the Kapesk will win, but the betting ring kind of breaks up because no one's able to tell the difference between the two.
Hunter, in the middle of the fight, I would like to cast a major image and just have Nox walk through the front door of the bar. Just to like confuse Kapesk.
I mean, he's gonna know you cast it. So
Oh, then never mind.
yeah. If you have any better plans, then feel free to enlighten me.
Is there
You know,
any secret way to get down to these or this area?
Well, I'm sure the matron mother has her ways. But us lowly
Hell is a
folk,
matron mother.
the leader of the drow, the highest among us, the woman
I
with the
will
most
definitely
power.
not go anywhere near her.
Well, I don't want to give up my stuff.
It's
You
more of
don't
a
trust that she'll give it
loner
back?
program.
We should walk through the miasma and find our way there.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the safest part to do.
We have 2 Capesks. How could we go wrong?
How this would work. We would strip you down to a set of clothing that is sufficient for you to look the part. You may be able to sneak a few small items with you, though they could be confiscated. We have our inside workers that will be able to make a shipment into the labyrinth. We'll have you memorize a small section of a map so that you'll be able to find it quickly. If you have a better idea, go ahead. Otherwise, this is my suggestion. All right, ball bearings. And what is Capes doing?
Well, I just sent the gray ooze off of my tail at him to like completely envelop him, you know, slow him down,
Yeah, Uzi
make him
can make an
basically,
attack. Yeah.
and then
I
I'm like,
don't want to kill his gray ooze, so I'm not gonna kill his gray ooze.
Fight, 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 fight.
so I guess okay, so he just snatched it back again with his little agile, fucking scary movie hands. Um, oh, it's so hard to decide what to do. I guess I'm gonna reach in real quick to my bag after he snatched it away and I sent the ooze on him, and I want to throw one of my turquoise liquid vials straight at his eyes.
Where did you get this turquoise liquid vial?
I have them left
It's the
over
one we were
whenever all
talking
the.
about earlier.
It's the ones that cultists were drinking to go all crazy. Whenever it's the same place for well, I had the beaker of the Torask bone, which was a complete fucking waste, and then the turquoise liquid vials, which were basically like, they're not necessarily mana potions, I don't think, but they like power up spells or something.
Hold it.
Okay.
Okay, so who will escort it? People for the sacrifice.
We have a few inside people within the temple.
Are you one of the ones that will escort people down there?
No, I stay out of Los business.
Well, I will need to be brought and be able to escort people down there. I cannot go in as a sacrifice.
That is fine. You don't
'Cause
have to go. As long as the mission is completed, I don't care.
I'm
can-
not going in without my spell book.
If you wish to impersonate one of the priestesses, that is an option as well.
Can I just turn invisible and walk down?
No.
Do they have some sort of magic detection, I assume, then?
More than that. You can also disguise some of you as the priestess, if you would like.
Do you mean magically disguise or makeup and attire disguise?
Well, for this pretty one here, it won't be that hard. But you others will be a little bit more of a challenge.
Right, well, let's say we magically altered our appearance. Would that be caught on the way down?
If done correctly, no.
Let's do that.
And what do you mean by done correctly?
We'll have to sneak you in, of course. We'll have to have some of the sisters of the cloth brought out, move them about the town. You will take on their appearance and re-enter. Somebody will need to be running. Interference, of course. I can assist, but it is not my main function. She pulls out a large brass ring, almost like something you might wear on your neck, but it's too small to fit over a head. Once you have found the arm, make sure everybody is touching each other, hand, clothing, something like this. You'll be able to teleport to the capital using this artifact. It is a one-time use. No takesies backsies. Do with that information as you will. Capes, scroll damage.
It's a D4 plus
2d4.
strength.
Yeah.
2d4.
Yeah, because you critted.
You want to be lizard folk fiend?
I will have what's mine.
So, Nox, you were not here earlier. They identified these vials and learned that they're relatively useless unless the person that they are used upon uses drugs.
Oh no.
Considering you are, to my knowledge, the only person that is a avid pink powder advocate in the group, this will actually have an effect on you.
Oh no.
Ironically enough, Hamby had no idea that this was going to happen.
This is fair. And I think that because of the severity of the effect, we will probably have to wait until next week to see how we will resolve this. But we can continue the discussions with Narcelia.
I will have what's mine.
So like I said, I'll need to work with her on finding a way to disguise myself to go in as. Yeah.
Yeah, so your ring of alter self would definitely be a good plan.
Yeah, because I mean, if I take it off, I'm gonna look like I look like
Mm-hmm.
I will
Good.
be in trouble.
Very
Well, 4 out of the 6 of us can change our appearance.
Yeah, I mean, if you alter self, I just become one of them. Then he does disguise self or alter self. I don't know which one.
Alan and I can
Th-
both disguise self.
That's assuming I'm alive. I don't know what this thing does that I just get hit with.
After he gets smacked in the face with a vial, I'm gonna subtle spell a minor illusion to see that little shiny ass scale go floating out the door to get this racket to stop.
Well, the racket stopped because Nox is undergoing a bit of a transformation at the moment, which
A transformation.
It's gonna turn into a goblin.
we'll have to do. Yeah, we'll have to deal with that too. That'd be a funny one. We'll have to deal with that one next week. See what Mike and I want to do with that. Unless anybody has any pressing matters for this week's session.
Who is the head matron?
Um, at the temple, High Priestess Matron Devere. Your favorite, Paul.
Can't meet her. That would be bad.
I bet we will.
Yeah, I'll say that the chances of the sacrifices meeting her are, 25%. It's a possibility, right? So.
I'll
Something
have
to
to go
keep
as
in
a
mind.
lesser priest. Somebody that we find that I can alter myself as much as I can, but not somebody that is high up or that would have any direct.
We'll be able to get some of the less high priestesses out. It shouldn't be an issue. Now, keeping them out for a long period of time would be quite challenging.
Just long enough for us to get in down.
That's all that's needed. All right, boys. Say that's a session for the week. Thanks for playing.